can't see anything because it was a closed junction. There were bushes.
Yeah.
And I very slowly crept out, but I didn't stop at the line at all. So it was like, can't follow signs or whatever it is, like that one.
Okay. Today we're doing George's mock test. If the recording, you can't do it. I'll edit it. So we're doing a mock test with Georgia. It's going to be a tricky one.
Yay. On purpose.
On purpose. Tricky one on purpose. And
Requested.
a harder route you've asked for, haven't you?
Yes.
So it's going to be a few tricky bits in there. It's not going to be using sat-nav, but we're going to be doing road signs.
Okay.
All right. So engine's already on. Assume we've already done the eyesight test. We've done the question outside. All we've got to do is drive off and follow the road signs.
Yeah.
Okay? At the end of the road, we're going to go left, please. At the roundabout, just follow the road ahead, second exit. At the bottom of the hill, just follow the road round to the left, and at the roundabout, take the first exit. We're just going to follow the road ahead, okay?
Okay.
After the bend, we're just going to follow the road ahead, and we're going to go ahead at the big roundabout, please. Heading past, I think it's IKEA, I think it's called. Well, this is quite a quick and easy one here. George is going to change lanes from left to right, but she moves slightly before she checks her mirrors, which is a fault for mirror checking. I thought she handled this tricky little bit quite well. She had good observations on the approach, and she took advantage of the fact that there's a gap there straight away. Kept herself to her lane and got on with it. So well done on this part. And then follow the road ahead at the roundabout, taking the second exit, please.
Okay.
Would you prefer a chatty examiner or a quiet examiner?
I think I'd prefer a chatty examiner, you know. I had my first test. I had a chatty guy.
Yeah.
And my second one, he was just quite quiet.
Yeah.
And it made me more nervous because he wasn't speaking at all.
Uh-huh. So, chatting a conversation that will relax you.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because if it's quiet, I'll be like, oh gosh, he's focusing on everything I'm doing wrong, or like gets me in my own head, I guess.
Would you prefer music quiet or chat with you?
I don't mind. I don't know. I don't mind with you because I've like spoken to you a whole lot today already. So like, it's different.
Okay. So we're going to do a parallel park, just like you practiced, like deja vu, it.
Yeah.
So.
Are we doing it on this car?
Well, this one and the next one, which one prefer? I'm not bothered, me. On the test, I'll say the one in front of you.
Let's do this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because like I say, it's a mock test, isn't it? So I'm a bit relaxed about certain things. But on the driving test, I'll say the car in front of you. So yeah, get yourself next to the car, parallel, reverse back behind it within 2 car lengths, finishing reasonably close to the curb, please. Okay. In your own time. You got about 5 minutes.
Well, they time it, don't they?
They're not going to time it. So, good observations looking around at the beginning, which is quite important to make sure it's safe. And not rushing either. Another little mirror check there to make sure. That's good work. Good start. Excellent observations, reversing backwards. Making sure that blind spot's checked. Doing good well. Good at the moment. Now she realised she's a little bit wide here, so she's using the space, 2 car lengths, to make it easier. So she picks up a control fault for going forward, which is fine, and another fault for not checking round when she does move forward. So still check around if you change direction. Overall, pretty good manoeuvre.
Okie dokie. Indicate coming out of there. That's what you're writing down. I'll just examine myself.
Yeah. Put one left, please. I'll take the end.
This is a bump. I'm going to go over it. Yeah.
We're going to do independent driving now.
Okay.
We're going to follow road signs. So I'll direct you out the estate, and then we're going to follow road signs for central Milton Keynes.
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Along the way, I'll update the signs. So when you're ready, drive on when it's safe to do so. So started the independent driving, and she picks up two silly faults here, really. Not concentrating, stalling, and then whenever you stall, that's fine. She's got it restarted. Check around again, make sure it's safe, and she doesn't do a right shoulder check, which is quite dangerous at that point there. But no one's around, so it's not serious or anything. But in a busy area, you'll definitely need a right shoulder.
At the
So
roundabout,
two faults.
follow the road ahead, please. Georgia.
So, this road is so bumpy.
At the end of the road at the roundabout, we're going to do a right turn, third exit, and then pick up signs for Central Milton Keynes.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, there's a road there. I'm indicating to her because there's a road.
So let's follow signs for Central Milton Keynes at this point.
They don't do the road signs as much anymore, do they?
Yeah.
Because a lot of them do sat nav, I feel like.
But as far as I know, they still do road signs. Anyway, follow signs for
Central Milton Keynes?
Milton Keynes East.
Milton Keynes East.
Now,
Okay.
it's changed. Yeah, you might get road signs on your test.
Okay.
I think they prefer the sat nav because some of the signs are missing, aren't they?
Yeah. And everyone uses sat nav these days as well. Their phones at least.
So Milton Keynes East is what you're looking for.
Milton Keynes East. I feel like I'll be going right because it's east. I don't know which way we're facing at all. Oh, look at that.
That's a bit cheeky, that white cow, wasn't it? Cutting into your lane, then.
No. It's fine. I don't have road rage. Not yet, anyway. I haven't
It's
been
good to
driving. Haven't been driving long enough to develop road rage.
So follow signs for Aylesbury now. Aylesbury.
wasn't prepared to stop. Not fully.
Now follow signs for Milton Keynes South. South. Follow signs for Aylesbury. Now, please, Aylesbury.
They're sneaky now
Say again?
with the tests.
Oh.
They do they use iPads, so
They
you
do?
can't tell when you're getting written up or whatever.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to look now, are you?
I know, but like out the corner of my eye, I can see when you're writing stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Scribbling away.
Like,
That's the end of the independent driving. I'm going to direct it from this point onwards. At the roundabout, a right turn, third exit.
I can still see out the corner of my eye if you write stuff.
Yeah.
But a little bit. I am looking a little bit, not gonna lie.
I had someone years ago, this is a true story, this, for people who were doing driving tests. And the examiner had written something down on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
And the guy looked down at it and swerved and failed his test. And all he was doing was writing down he made a fault.
Yeah. It's like, oh, what you written?
At the roundabout, we're going to go left, please. So it cost him his test by looking down.
That's a nightmare.
You should be looking at the road at a point, shouldn't
You know. It's one of those things that, like, if you're going to look at someone writing a thing on a piece of paper, you're going to look at your phone, aren't you? Something.
That's it, yeah.
Like,
That's what I look at, yeah.
so it makes sense.
And the thing is, if they'll tell you at the end anyway
Yeah.
what faults you got, if any. So we're coming to a roundabout. We're going to follow the road ahead and ahead at the next bit, please.
Is there a legit test route that makes you do this roundabout twice?
Yes.
Ew.
But not many.
Okay.
I just like
I know we're doing it because I'm lost for it, but
there was one route I went on years ago, and it went through here twice. And I thought it was a bit cruel.
it is mean because it's not an easy roundabout. You struggle one side.
But end of the day,
Yeah.
that's life, isn't it?
I know.
You get easy routes, hard routes.
It's so philosophical, James.
Look at the draw, isn't it?
It really is like a draw.
Still got to be able to drive. How about people got easy routes and fail?
Yeah. That's fair.
How about people who've got
So
really
we've gone
hard
for a big
routes
roundabout,
just got on with it?
and
We're going to follow the road ahead at this point.
just been given directions to follow the road ahead. So she's done well here, checked the mirrors, signalled, but left the signal on, so she'll be cancelling that signal at this point. No one's around behind her, outside her at a point, to get confused by it. And this next bit here, she's going right, she's checking, but she's not put a right signal on. So it's a signalling fault. Necessary signal.
I did it earlier and I've done it again.
I'm marking down
Flipping
signals.
Flipping it.
Just remember,
Literally
when you're
did it
driving
like
test,
20 minutes ago.
examiner will chat to you, but they'll also keep an eye on things. And we're on a 70-mile-an-hour road at this point,
Yes, what did you do?
and
Do it again?
George is doing 40 miles an hour.
How is that like?
So it's appropriate speed fault coming up. So I'll just,
Like,
you'll see me look over at this,
You know you should do it.
the speedometer, see what she's doing.
I'm just
There
a
it
rebel.
goes.
We're going to follow the road ahead at the roundabout, please. Second exit. At the roundabout, we're going to follow the road round second exit. Either lane, whichever wants you to do. Let's follow the road ahead, please. Let's take the next right turn just past that island.
Okay. Past this island.
This one here, yeah. So the next right turn coming up.
At some point on your driving test, you'll get asked a question while you're driving, and they'll say when it's safe to do so. And Shandles is pretty good with the horn.
When it's safe to do so, show me how the horn works.
The horn?
Yeah.
I don't want to scare this old lady. I'll do it in a sec.
Again. And then a right turn, please.
There you go.
And a right turn.
Scare her and her little dog.
We'll get past that learner car, we'll park up on the left.
Okie dokie.
then? How do you think you got on?
I think I did all right, actually.
Yeah?
I don't think I got any major.
Any majors? And there's no seriouses.
No seriouses.
Surprisingly.
Yeah.
Considering that you've done. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 faults
Okay.
in
I'll
total.
take that.
Which is a pass, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'll run through what they are. I'll just take my glasses off while I'm running through them.
1 for signalling.
There's a signal in there somewhere.
Yeah.
The manoeuvre, you got 2 for that.
Mm-hmm.
1 was the control and 1 was for observations.
Yeah.
And when you brought it in, you're a bit wide, so you thought I'll pop it in first gear and drive forward and get closer, which is the right thing to do. But you just got to look round at the same time.
Yeah.
You didn't check your right shoulder, so
Okay.
you got 2 faults for that bit. And then after that, when we've done the independent driving start of that, you got 2 faults at that point because you stalled, and then when you restarted it, you didn't check around.
Right. Okay.
Or you didn't check your right shoulder, you looked in the mirror.
Yeah.
So you got a control fault for stalling and a safety fault for not looking over your shoulder.
Okay.
You
You know what? As we drove off, I thought I should have just double checked that as well.
If you stall for whatever reason, or you don't go for whatever reason, you have to wait, and you want to go, you got to recheck that, make sure it's safe. At the beginning, going down the dual carriageway heading towards the Roman roundabout, which is the tricky bit, you wanted to change lanes, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you picked up your first fault at that point because what you did is you went and then looked.
Yeah. I felt myself.
And I looked to see if anyone was there. I thought, I hope there's no one there at that point. I didn't expect it. So you got to check your mirrors first before you start changing direction. All right. And then you picked up a couple of faults for. I was going to put you a signal time one, but you cancelled it straight away. You realised there was a right turn before a roundabout. That was at the start of independent driving. And then there was a correctly timed signal and a necessary signal. One signal was. The correctly timed one was we're going through the B&Q on the way back, and you come off the big roundabout, you're doing your mirror signal change lanes, you put your right signal on and left your right signal on all the way down there to the roundabout.
Yeah.
So you should have cancelled it.
Okay.
So it's correctly timed signal. And then a necessary signal was you cancelled it at the roundabout, then didn't reset it.
Yeah.
So it's a necessary signal at that point. Got appropriate speed fault after that point. From the dual carriageway. And what speed limit on that road?
40, no?
70.
Oh, and I was going
40.
slow. Yeah.
So you got a slow speed fault. And then there's one point where we come to a roundabout and you have to brake a bit hard for the car to come around. So approach speed was a bit quick. Yeah. A bit slower would have been a lot easier. But apart from that, it's pretty good.
Solid.
Well done.
That's the first one I've ever passed.
Is it? There was
I've only ever done 1 mock test, but then 2 real tests. But
so yeah, there's some good things in there. But safety is a tricky one, and just make sure if you're going to change lanes, give yourself a second before you.
Yeah, I just came into the right lane a bit before I checked. Yeah,
so you kind of move and check. I mean, when you look back at the video, it's easy to say, "Oh yeah," but in my eyes, it looked like you moved, and then in that split second, you looked. Yeah. And ideally, it should be. What I would do is check
mirror, and then you check your blind spot.
Just kind of check there.
Just look there.
Just look there.
Is there a car right there?
As though you got a parrot on your shoulder.
Yeah.
I mean, because what you don't want to do is look behind you when you're travelling at speed, because you might swerve. But just check before, and give yourself a second to check before you start to signal and move. Because what people do is they check and signal and move at the same time, and they've not really thought about there's someone there, and that'll be a little safety thing.
That's fair.
Any questions?
No.
Okay then.
Really.
All right. If you want to give some feedback to Georgia on a mock test, by all means. If you want to see Georgia doing a parallel park that we did record, I think recently, then I'll put a link at the top for you. Take care, everybody, and see you next time. A little bonus bit at the end of the mock test. A week after this was recorded, Georgia took her actual driving test, and as you can see from the photo here now, it was a pass. She worked hard. I'm really pleased for her, and I hope this encourages you to take your driving test. If you've enjoyed this mock test video and the bonus bit at the end, give it a thumbs up, and safe driving. And if you've got your test coming up, good luck on that.